I freeze mid-step as the wedding doors swing open. Every head turns. Mine too. The music cuts off like someone just ripped the wires out. My heart starts pounding so loud, I swear people can hear it. And then I see him, standing there like he owns the truth I've been denied my whole life. My stepmother's face goes pale. My sister's hand tightens around my necklace, the one my mom left me. And suddenly, it doesn't shine anymore. It burns. The man takes one slow step forward, eyes locked on me like he's been searching for me forever. "I think it's time she knows," he says. My breath stops, because somehow I already know. And everything I thought was my life is about to break. My name is Avery Collins. I'm 24, and I'm telling this because the day I was supposed to say I do, I finally learned the truth they spent years hiding from me. I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, in a house that always felt like it belonged to someone else. After my mom passed when I was 10, my dad remarried fast. Too fast. That's when Lydia came into my life. Perfect smile, perfect manners, perfect lies. She had a daughter too, Brielle. Same age as me, same school, same house, but not the same life. Because slowly, everything that used to be mine became hers. My room, Brielle needs more space. My piano, she has more talent. My dad, he's busy, don't bother him. And me, I just learned to stay quiet. The only thing I held on to was my mom's necklace. A simple gold chain with a small sapphire pendant. She gave it to me before she passed. "Keep this close," she whispered. "It will always remind you who you are." I wore it every single day. Until my wedding day. That morning felt like a dream. White dress, soft music, my best friend fixing my veil. I looked in the mirror, and for the first time in years, I felt like me again. Then Lydia walked in. She smiled that same fake smile. "Oh, honey," she said, tilting her head. "You look acceptable." I ignored her. I should have known that wouldn't last. Right before the ceremony, I walked into the main hall, and that's when it happened. Brielle stood there, wearing my necklace. My heart dropped. "What are you doing?" I asked, my voice shaking. She touched the pendant like it belonged to her. "It matches my dress better." I looked at Lydia. She didn't even hesitate. "It looks better on her," she said calmly. Like it was nothing. Like my mom meant nothing. Something inside me cracked. Years of silence. Years of swallowing everything. And still, I said nothing. Because that's what I'd always done. I just stood there, smiling, dying inside. Then, the doors opened, and everything changed. Everything goes quiet after that man walks in. People start whispering. My fiancé looks confused. My dad, he won't even look at me. But the man, he walks straight toward me. Not toward Lydia, not toward Brielle. Me. My hands are shaking. My chest feels tight. "Who are you?" I ask. He stops just a few steps away, close enough that I can see the emotion in his eyes. "My name is Mason Reed," he says softly, "and I knew your mother." Knew. Not know of, not worked with. Knew. I glance at Lydia. She looks like she might collapse. "Don't do this," she whispers under her breath. Mason ignores her. He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a small envelope. I tried to come earlier, he says, looking at me. But someone made sure I never could. My stomach drops. What do you mean? He hands me the envelope. My name is written on it, in handwriting I haven't seen in years, but would recognize anywhere. My mom's. My fingers tremble as I open it. Inside is a letter and a photo. The photo hits me first. It's my mom, smiling, younger, standing next to Mason. They're close. Too close to just be friends. My heart starts racing. No, I whisper. I unfold the letter. My eyes scan the first line, and everything inside me shifts. Avery, if you're reading this, it means I couldn't tell you the truth myself. My breath catches. I keep reading. Each word feels heavier than the last. She talks about lies, about secrets, about how she was forced to keep something from me. And then I reach the line that changes everything. Mason is your real father. The room spins. I can't breathe. I look up slowly at my dad. Or the man I thought was my dad. He finally meets my eyes and looks away. That's all the confirmation I need. You lied to me? My voice cracks. Silence. Lydia steps forward quickly. This is not the place. Not the place? I snap. My entire life is built on a lie, and you're worried about the place? Brielle grabs the necklace tighter, like she's afraid I'll take it back. I step toward her. No, Lydia says sharply. Don't cause a scene. A scene? I let out a small laugh. Too late for that. I turn back to Mason. Why now? I ask. His jaw tightens. Because I just found out you were getting married, and because I finally got past everything they did to keep me away. I look at Lydia again. Everything they did? He nods slowly. They didn't just hide the truth, he says. They made sure I had no way to reach you. Now it's not just pain. It's anger. Real anger. The kind that burns steady. For years, I thought I was the problem. That I wasn't enough. That I had to stay quiet to be loved. But standing there, holding that letter, I realized something. I was never the problem. They were. I look at my fiancé. He looks unsure, confused, almost distant. Like he doesn't want to be part of this. That hurts, but not as much as everything else. I take a slow breath, and for the first time in my life, I don't stay quiet. Give me the necklace, I say, looking directly at Brielle. She hesitates, then looks at Lydia. That tells me everything. Fine. If they want control, I'll take it back. All of it. But not like this. Not in front of everyone. Not yet. I turn to Mason. Don't leave, I tell him. Then I look at Lydia. And I smile. Not the quiet, broken smile she's used to. Something different. Something that makes her uneasy. Because now, I know the truth. And this wedding, It's not the end of my story. It's just the beginning. I walk out of the hall like everything is normal, like my world didn't just flip upside down. But inside, I'm done being quiet. I lock myself in the bridal suite. My reflection stares back at me. Perfect dress, perfect makeup, and eyes that don't belong to the same girl anymore. I pull out my phone. First call I make? Not to my fiancé. To my best friend, Jade. She picks up instantly. Avery, what just happened out there? I need your help, I say. My voice is steady now. No questions. Just trust me. There's a pause. Then, say less. I'm in. Step 1, control the room. This wedding was planned by Lydia. Every detail, every guest, every moment. So I flip it. Jade gets the DJ on my side. Easy. She knows him from college. I ask Mason to stay close, but out of sight. Are you sure? He asks me quietly. This could get messy. I look him straight in the eyes. It already is. Step 2, the truth. I sit down with Mason for 10 minutes. Just 10. Enough for him to tell me things that make my chest tighten again. How he and my mom were together before she got pressured into marrying the man I called Dad. How Lydia knew the truth from day one. How letters, hundreds of them, were never sent. Blocked. Hidden. Erased. By Lydia. That steady anger inside me, it grows sharper, cleaner, focused. Step 3, timing. I wait. I fix my makeup, adjust my dress, calm my breathing. Then I walk back out like the bride everyone expects. Music starts again. Guests relax. Lydia smiles, thinking she's back in control. Big mistake. The ceremony begins. I stand at the altar next to my fiancé, Ethan. He leans toward me slightly. "Are you okay?" he whispers. I look at him. Really look at him. And I realize something else. He didn't come after me. Didn't check on me. Didn't stand up for me. He just stayed quiet. Just like I used to. I'm better now, I reply. But I don't mean it the way he thinks. The officiant starts talking. "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today." "Actually," I say suddenly. The entire room freezes. I turn slowly. Before we continue, I think everyone deserves to see something. Lydia's smile drops instantly. "Avery," she wants under her breath. I ignore her. Jade gives the DJ a signal. And behind us, the large wedding screen flickers on. Gasps fill the room. Because it's not wedding photos. It's scanned letters. Dozens of them. All addressed to me. All from Mason. Dates going back years. "What is this?" someone whispers. I take the mic. "This," I say calmly, "is what happens when someone decides to rewrite your entire life." Lydia steps forward fast. "Turn that off!" But no one listens. Because now, everyone's watching. "And this," I continue, holding up my mom's letter, my voice shaking just enough, is the truth my mother tried to leave me. I look at my dad. He can't even meet my eyes anymore. I was told who my family was, I say, what I deserved, what belonged to me. I slowly turn toward Brielle. Her hand is still on the necklace. But today, I say, my voice hardening, I take that back. I step off the altar, walk straight toward her. Every step louder than the last. Take it off. Silence. Pure tension. Brielle looks at Lydia again. But Lydia, she has no control left. Take it off, I repeat. This time, she listens. Her hands shake as she removes the necklace. I take it. And for a second, everything feels still. But I'm not done. Not even close. I turn back toward the crowd, toward Lydia, toward the life they built on lies. And I drop the final line, the one that changes everything. I'm not marrying him, I say. Gasps explode across the room. Ethan steps back like he's been hit. What? He says. But I don't even look at him. Because this was never about the wedding. It was about the truth. And I just lit the match. The silence after my words hits harder than anything else. I'm not marrying him. It hangs in the air like something permanent, unmovable. Ethan stares at me. Avery, what are you doing? For the first time, I see it clearly. Not love, not support, just discomfort. Like this is inconvenient for him. Like I'm inconvenient. I'm choosing myself, I say quietly. His face tightens. So you're just walking away? After everything? I almost laugh. After everything? You didn't even come after me, I reply. Not once. He doesn't answer. Because he knows. I turn away from him. Done. Completely done. Now, there's only one person left. Lydia. She's standing frozen, her perfect image completely shattered. This is unbelievable, she says, shaking her head. You're ruining your own life over lies. Lies? I repeat slowly. I step closer to her. Each step steady, controlled. No, I say. You already did that for me. The screen behind us is still showing the letters. Dates. Proof. Years of stolen truth. The guests are whispering louder now. Judging. Watching. Seeing her for what she really is. You think this makes you powerful? Lydia snaps. You think exposing this changes anything? I tilt my head slightly. It changes everything. I lift the necklace in my hand. My mom gave me this, I say. Not for you to control. Not for you to give away. I take a step closer. And not for you to erase her. For a second, she has nothing to say. That's when I know I've already won. I turn to my dad, or the man who raised me. He looks smaller now, like the truth took something out of him. Did you know? I ask. His voice is barely there. I found out later. Later? I echo. And you still said nothing? He closes his eyes. That's enough for me. I needed you, I say, and you chose silence. Tears fill his eyes, but I don't stop. I'm not that girl anymore. I step back, breathe in, and then I turn toward Mason. He's still there, still watching me like I matter, like I always mattered. Is it true? I ask him softly. He nods. Every word. There's no hesitation, no doubt, just truth. I walk toward him slowly. Every step feels like I'm leaving something behind. The lies, the control, the version of me they built. When I reach him, I stop. For a second, neither of us speaks. Then he says, "I'm sorry I wasn't there." I shake my head. You're here now. And that's enough. Behind me, chaos starts to build. Guests arguing, people leaving, Lydia trying and failing to regain control. But it all sounds distant now, like it doesn't belong to me anymore. I slip the necklace back around my neck. It feels right, like something finally returned to its place. Jade appears beside me, grinning. Well, that was iconic. I let out a small breath. Yeah, I say. It was. We walk toward the exit together. Me, Jade, Mason. Not a perfect ending, but a real one. Right before I step out, I pause. I don't look back. Not at Lydia, not at Ethan, not at the life I just walked away from. Because I already know something now. The truth doesn't destroy you. It sets you free. And this is just the beginning.